What's up, 16-year-olds? We're back at another video. Today, we're going to be talking about a very controversial subject, school. Being a current 16-year-old and seeing what school has done to me, I agree. At some point, I've hung out with very successful people. I've been with them. I've understood what the mentality is like, and most of them suggest that you should go through school because it teaches you discipline. It teaches you things that normal without life can do. And look, even to a shit bunch of you guys don't just fucking quit school on the guys that, oh, I want to be successful, I'm going to do something great. Do not do that. That's fucking stupid. First of all, I will tell you the steps to quit school and get something started. First of all, make sure that you have support of somebody. You can do it without support. A bunch of people have done it without support and they have turned out to be very successful. But a support system will basically be your guide through victory, will be a guide through success. Because if on one hand you have a support system and you don't, so let's say the one where you have support system, you have reached the lowest point in life where you are basically losing everything, you're risking it all but you're losing it, and you are just a point where you're falling down and down and down. There will be nobody to guide you to the right way. There'll be nobody who will be like, it's okay, you can still do it, we believe in you, we're there to help you out with whatever you need. That kind of support system is mandatory, so you gotta first come up with that. But if you don't have it, you'll basically just be in a spiral of trying to understand whether or not this will help you or this will completely dive you deep down. And plus you have like a support system in that sense. I'll give you like an explanation of what I mean by that. So in like a nutshell, a support system meaning that somebody or a group of people like your family or a very good group of your friends basically understand what you're doing, and they basically help you out. Like let's say in financial matters you are sinking and you need help with something so that you can improve, they will help you out. That kind of support system would be great to have. But yeah, that's the first step to becoming successful. You need a support system that will basically guide you through every path of your journey, in which some of which you have to go by yourself and not with them. But yeah, basically having some very people to stick to in that industry. Because I know for sure 100% whichever industry you go through, it'll be fucking cutthroat. It'll blow your minds. As 16 years right now, you've been to school, you have been to doing whatever you want, you've been to like, you've made friends and shit. Dude, school and work are completely different. There is like, if you want something, people will genuinely, they will tear you down. And being 16-year-old, being a 16-year-old, people will not take you seriously. So yeah, it's that. First of all, that's one major hurdle, being a 16-year-old. And looking 16-year-old is completely different, but that again is another topic that I'll touch upon later on. But yeah, support system, boom, done. Next, you have to be skilled, not talented. Skilled. There's a difference between skilled and talented. So skilled in that sense, meaning, let's say if you were to start your own thing, first of all you would need a topic, you would need some kind of information. So like upskilling yourself, learning how to do that kind of thing in detail would not be needed. So what you can do is, I learned this very good quote and this will be very much in value to you guys. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that I've learned that, let's say you're a marketing agency and you don't know crap about marketing. So you're absolute dog shit at it. You don't know shit about marketing. You can still start it. It's like you don't have to have expertise in whatever field you're choosing. You can just do it, because all you need to have information on is the basic. So like let's say I'm talking about marketing. I just need to know the basics of marketing, like the genuine, like, yeah, basics. So like in depth, if I go like marketing, like SEO, S we're talking about SEO, social media marketing, performance marketing, and stuff like that. That that in a nutshell. You just gotta know that much, dude. I'm being completely serious right now. Just have to know the basics, and whatever you don't know, fucking hire somebody. And in the grand scheme of money, in the grand scheme of things, that money part of it, you'll figure it out, dude. And plus, if you're starting a company and you need to hire somebody, you know, just hire them, pay them later. First, get the money. So you first upskill yourself in such a way that you know the basics of stuff, and that you should be good enough to hire people and see, get the work out of them, that kind of way. That's part two. Next is understanding how to talk to people and presenting yourself. So right now I'm not in the best fit because I'm sitting at home and I'm recording this fucking video. But yeah, basically, work on your routine, work on your workout first, or fucking workout. I'm in the process of doing that, as you can see. It's my own journey. So working out first of all, taking great care of your skin, your hair, and stuff like that in general. So basically, how you carry yourself, your clothes, the way you speak, your hair, your face, your eyes, everything. Basically, the first thing that people do is look at you. So if you have that thing figured out, it'd be great. Okay. And the way you talk helps so much. You can like persuade people, dude. It's like, whoa. I've realized very well early on. I will give you like a tip to talking to people as well. If you want to keep someone talking, which it's always a go-to if you don't know what kind of topic you're talking about, just ask questions. Ask, bombard them with questions like, what do you do? What is their interest in that? How do you get into that? Like, just try to frame questions out of the topic itself that will give them more perspective, and that's like one way to get started talking, especially building relationships. Getting friends that way is the easiest and simplest way you get to know anybody, and that's what my formula is. That's what I use every time when I want to make friends with somebody. I just ask basically a shit ton of questions till one thing clicks that is common to what I do. So let's say, if I'm talking to somebody about piano and they're ranting about how piano is the greatest instrument in the world, and this I'll keep asking them questions like, oh, how long have you been playing piano, and do you play any other instruments? And they string something like, I have played guitar for a little bit. Boom, I played guitar. Cool. Then let's talk about that as well. Now I'll change the topic to something that I am interested about and that I know much about, so that I can show that I have that much expertise. That's like a great topic starter, by the way. Icebreaker. In that sense, just ask questions. I'll I'll give you like a quote. So what I've heard is, a person likes a person likes two things: themselves and talking about themselves. Get it? So like they like talking about themselves more than they like themselves. So it's like this thing, praise is like the biggest factor in making friends, because people will instantly melt with praise. Look, this might not work for some people are resistant to that, but again, that's just like another loophole that you can figure out while talking to them. That's like a very good issue. So a few books that I would suggest on reading is For the 48 Laws of Power, How to Talk to Anyone, and a bunch of other books. You can do your research in that sense, but these are the two books that are basically my bible. One more thing to build very good habits is read David Goggins' book, which is I forgot the name, but I read it long back and it's very useful. So the name was, let's not touch upon that topic. I'll get like a list of books that you guys can read, because I've read a bunch and it's like right in my cabinet. uh Fuck, okay, I'll just read out the book in 1 second. Okay, so this book is a must read. This book is a must read, 110%. I don't got the other book on me. It's okay. I'll show you guys later. So that and 48 Laws of Power. So that is like a fucking go to for every single person. That's like manipulation 101, and that's amazing. That, and yeah, upskill yourself, have a support system, know that, and find a mentor. Find a fucking mentor, dude. Whatever industry you're in, if you can find the mentor and learn from them, that's just the best. That's like a shortcut way to do whatever you want. And plus, if you watch this far, that means you 100% want to change yourself, and that way I'll help you guys. So like, what you gotta do is subscribe to this channel, man, and follow like what I'm trying to tell you is, because like this will help you 110%. I'm like 100% sure. And yeah, cut social media, dude. Cut social media, cut YouTube, cut this thing. Not worth it, not worth your time. um yeah, that's about. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.